this could bring about the end of the world as well, guys. So it's not a complete tangent, but the fact that Elon Musk wants to put chips in everyone's minds.
We've seen iRobot.
We have.
That worked out
You
well.
know what happens?
They all turn.
Yeah.
Maybe that could be the thing that makes them into the zombies.
Exactly. This chip could kill your brain, but keep your motor responses going. And next thing you know, we've got mind chip zombies. Courtesy of
robot zombies.
Bluetooth zombies.
Just quickly, before we go into mind chips, on Elon Musk, like, if there is one person that is an alien in disguise just soaking up humanity, Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg, they're both just so strange that they could be aliens.
I feel like Mark Zuckerberg is so fucking gormless all the time. Like every picture of him, he just looks like a fucking alien.
Have you seen the picture of him with the sun cream on, where it's like surfing and he's like turning around? It's actually quite a scary
Data,
picture.
isn't he, out of Star Trek?
Yeah, literally.
It's like it's the same character.
100%. But obviously, that's it. Like, that's the picture of him.
Jesus.
He's just
Look at that.
Is he human?
His face there looks like a finger that's been in the bath too long. You know, when
But that doesn't make sense because he's like, what about his legs and his neck?
I know,
like,
innit?
It's stupid, isn't it?
It is. It's probably a publicity stunt. I don't really know, but yeah, they're two quite strange guys. But obviously, they're progressing.
I always
society.
loved a bit of Tom from MySpace. Do you ever remember
Tom from MySpace, no?
Yeah.
I never used MySpace.
So I remember MySpace, but not Tom.
Well, Tom was the guy who created MySpace, and when you set up a MySpace account, he was your first friend.
Oh, really?
And he would always be everyone's friend.
No
Tom
way.
from MySpace.
Tom from MySpace. Isn't that mad?
There he is.
Oh, is that Tom from MySpace?
That was his profile picture.
Yeah, that
there,
picture.
Yeah. Look at that. That's who you want running Facebook. Not
MySpace.
Where is
Tom.
he now? Where is he?
It's mad how MySpace just got utterly destroyed by Facebook and Twitter, isn't it?
I would love Tom and Zucks to have a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
and then the winner gets their platform. Like, obviously, Facebook can keep it, or MySpace can reign
Tom would
supreme
just
once again.
Kill him, wouldn't he? Just
he
definitely won that.
100%.
Look at him,
100%.
Legend.
But yeah, Mark Zuckerberg, very weird. But yeah, Elon Musk. I just feel. Have you seen the Joe Rogan podcast with Elon Musk on it?
He's done a couple now.
Yeah, he has now. It's just like, I guess I respect it. Like when he's answering questions, it's good because he's not just throwing shit out there that could get him in trouble. But it's like he'll absorb a question, and then like a computer processing what he's going to say.
When you say
and then
like,
he brings it out.
You say like a computer. Well, that's kind of what he's
links into
he's
the
saying.
Neuralink.
He's saying about the Neuralink is like a computer that's connected, and I'm sure if you had that technology, you'd put it on yourself first, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You know, if they're saying, maybe not yourself straight away, but like once it was good enough, and you were like, right, this thing can make humans.
In his, because you said this before, in his launch for the Neuralink, and he's talking, and he says, you can have it. It's a machine that does it in your head. It's about the size of a coin. It's a really small scar, and he says, I might have one. You wouldn't see it because your hair grows back over it. He actually says that.
Does it?
Yeah, legit says it.
So because I'm not sure what it actually does or what it is, and obviously there'll be listeners that and viewers that aren't sure as well. So what is the Neuralink mind chip? Like, what's it for? What does it do?
I'll jump in. Yeah. I've watched half an hour of the hour and a half. So I know the intro to it. I don't know the rest of it. So, basically, it exists already. I'm going to get my phone up because you can't remember this shit.
That's fair.
It's a chip that does shit.
Basically, he's getting it. So there's going to be like a robot that cuts out a little bit of your head and your skull.
Yeah.
And then it plants like a chip that can connect to.
So yeah, it's the size of a coin.
brain.
It's in your head. It connects to Bluetooth. Can connect to your phone. This technology
We've
already
demolished this one.
exists. Yeah, it already exists, but he's advanced it by like times 10.
Right.
So the stuff it's going to cure is memory loss, hearing loss, blindness, depression, insomnia, extreme pain, seizures, anxiety, addiction, strokes, and brain damage.
What?
So that's the initial.
I thought you meant you can just Google shit by thinking.
Nah, so the initial, like if you look at Elon Musk and what he's done with everything, it's like to take a technology and then rapidly advance it. So like cars and make
affordable flamethrowers.
Yeah, so affordable. And
just quickly, the name of that company that produced the flamethrowers is called Boring Company.
Yeah,
and everything he develops isn't boring. But yeah, sorry, you were saying about the thing.
So if you look at like his format and the way he does stuff, is like he wants stuff. It's all about the customer. So like, he's developing the machine so you can go in, sit down, it does the whole operation within an hour, and it cuts into your skull, and it's like he's getting the best scientists and the best. He's doing like actively recruiting at the minute to get the best people in the world to work on this machine to probably make it affordable, I guess. But this machine's mad. It makes a hole in your brain, puts the chip in, and it gets the wires from the chip, and it puts it into your brain.
Connects it into,
and it scans.
Is it like
yes, it scans your brain, and it makes sure it doesn't hit any veins within your brain. So there's no bleeding from it, and it pops them all into the right place, and then heals you up, and it'll be done within an hour. So you go in, and so you can get an upgrade with it, like later down the line. It's fucking crazy stuff.
That is insane, and obviously the benefits that you've listed are amazing.
Yeah.
Is there any sinister connotation?
Exactly. Well, that's so the first route is to people will be having it to cure stuff, and this technology exists. People have it already, but it's at a like if this is a times 10 version, it's at it's at like 1%. So it's really primitive, and it's just not very good. So it will help loads of people.
Yeah.
But then it's
because it's Bluetooth and with your phone and stuff. It's like hacking and stuff like that.
When you get all the
like, imagine someone,
Christ.
you wouldn't want someone hacking into your brain, would you?
That's insane.
I was thinking about that in the car, but then obviously there's an on-off switch. You can turn it off. But
This is
weird.
insane.
It is weird, but like
How I was just like thinking, how the fuck is it going to cure the things that you've listed
Yeah.
without like because at the
it's
moment
because all the things listed are electrical pulses.
Yeah.
So it's all controlled
So it
by your
just
brain.
cancels-
So like
just
all it
cancel
is
them out.
this chip basically puts electrical pulses into those places that will control those things. It's so accurate. So like on the like thing he did for an hour and a half, it's got 3 pigs, and it can track. It knows like every movement they do with their arms, their limbs. It tracks it, and it knows when like your limbs are like here, and it replicated it, and it was spot on everything. So like with the 3 pigs, it worked perfectly.
so effectively you could never feel sadness anymore.
I don't know how far it goes. I should probably watch the next hour as well.
I did watch him on Joe Rogan. He was saying some crazy stuff.
Yeah,
Like, he was saying that you can like, like on your phone, you can go back to like you can reset to like a certain date.
Yeah.
And you forget everything within that
Fuck
thing, and they can reset you to like a certain point.
So if you go through something traumatic,
you can just reset you to a certain point, and then
hell.
you're that person up until that thing, and it's just like.
But the
I
initial,
don't know how. Like I say, I don't know the technology. I don't think he does either.
Yeah.
But he's just sort of going off like a rough basis of saying this is what is possible.
it's possible.
It's
That's
from a
what-
medical standpoint initially to cure. So like these problems exist, and there are little machines that they do at the moment, and they go into your head. The same electrical pulses. They're outside like of your skull. There's risk of infection. They're like the bandwidth on them is like really not primitive. It's the best they've got at the moment. But he's times in that technology by like 10, 100, and then 1,000. So like
because obviously he's probably got more money to invest specifically into that. Yeah.
Also, as well,
And
he's a brand, isn't he? So people want to
Exactly.
like.
Yeah,
If you're
yeah,
like a doctor, who do you want to go work for? Like,
mate, he's heavily recruiting at the
Is he?
minute. So he doesn't want any financial money into the platform. He just wants the best people in the world, and he's just recruiting heavily. So Neuralink's going to have the best people in the world working on it, which I think that's good.
Do you know if he's interested in any
absolutely.
podcasts at all?
Yeah.
We'll get him on. We'll get him on.
Oh
He's
my God.
bound to hear this.
Imagine. That's the absolute dream. That is insane. I had no idea that it went that far.
yeah.
Honestly,
I get why people are like dubious about it. Something about Elon Musk though that I think he's trustworthy. I'd
Yeah, I know
probably
what you
get
mean.
one.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, so he's obviously branded himself very, very well.
That's like when I listen to him on a podcast, and when he gets his question answered, it is like he's accessing.
but
It's like he's
It's so
accessing
weird.
like the thingy, and he's trying to come back with like the perfect.
yeah.
But he's relatable, and like if you listen, all his when he does his like the Tesla and the big launches, he's like like he's going he's stuttering, like it's not polished. It's not like someone getting up there and it's a perfect presentation. Like it's very like like you feel like he's just a normal guy.
Question is, guys, would you have one? Lozzie, would you have a Neuralink to cure all your problems?
Before, when I thought when it was just literally something you'd work on your phone and work via Bluetooth and all that shit, I was like, nah, fuck off. But now,
cures your
I could
depression,
never
mate.
feel sadness again.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
That's it.
Yeah.
He did say like it
beautiful
can
thing.
make you work 6 times as.
Sign me up. I'm done.
Yeah, no, like you can get 6 times as more done.
Efficient.
In your 6 times more efficient is the word I'm looking for.
Sick.
Yeah, so like you like, do you know what I mean? If you
That's
got
insane.
a business or whatever, you can.
But see, my mind, as soon as you said
Think of
that,
the
my
pods.
mind went to, what if it like fucking malfunctions and you go at like 25 times speed and then just like have a fucking stroke and die?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if it's connected to your fucking brain, man.
It is. You
That's
can have it taken
scary.
out, which is good. He did that with the pigs.
Yeah, just off switch.
Oh. Yeah, and you did say it's got an on and off switch. So that's it.
I don't know if it has actually. It probably has.
Oh, fucking hell. It's
Like,
always on.
yeah.
It's always
I'll
connected.
tell you what though, I wonder if it's got a little thing like little modes on it where
Little
it's like
boost mode.
no, it's
Yeah,
just like
chill mode.
5 pints mode. You just you don't have to go. You don't even have to drink again. You just fucking,
you just get on
hit
their
the old
level
5
without
pints,
being on
mate.
their
And you're just
level.
like, what?
Scrolling black tar heroin. Right, that's right.
He's in a coma. Yeah, fucking no. I don't know. I think I would have it. I think fuck it. I think I'd go for it.
How much do you reckon they'll be?
Obviously, it'd be quite pricey, but like you were saying, he's trying to make it all affordable.
£100
But
deposit.
what is
Yeah.
what is affordable?
This is what he's trying. He's trying. I think or believe from that video, he's trying to make it affordable and accessible for as many people as possible.
If the procedure takes an hour, though,
That's
Get it
very
done.
efficient.
Really
It's very efficient. What, an hour? An hour out of your day to be cured of depression?
yeah, but it depends how many.
Times 6 my workload for an hour out of my time. Fuck that.
I'm talking about from a business standpoint. If he's only got one machine that does it, then it's going to be.
Oh no, obviously there'll be more than one fucking
I
machine.
don't know anything about
He's
it.
gonna have like fucking like 8. He's gonna have not more than 8.
Oh.
He's gonna have like
8
millions of
billion.
machines.
It's gonna have them
Millions of
everywhere.
machines.
Yeah, all over the world.
They'll be in every
The thing
supermarket.
is, with this sort of thing,
Can't even
the
get a
cheaper that he
Cybertruck.
makes it and the more accessible he makes it, in theory, the more money he'll make, wouldn't he? Because if you have it where even the poorest of people can afford it, you're going to make more money
But then
than if it
again,
was like 200 grand a piece.
If people are getting it and they're like 6 times more practical, people are going to be getting more smart and coming up with better ideas. That will
It's like the
fucking,
limitless pill.
do you know what I mean? That he might actually shoot himself.
I don't know
in
whether
the
it will
foot.
make you
Yeah.
smarter because
Just work harder.
just like like because if you give me more information, I don't think. I mean, I'll probably be a little bit smarter, but nothing major.
I'll tell you what would be a worry though, because you know, like with all this sort of stuff, the fucking knockoff Neuralinks. Imagine that on the black
The
market.
bootleg ones.
Yeah, the bootleg, the
I'll
bootleg
do it for you, mate.
Neuralinks. Yeah.
I'll just grind about your skull.
Mate,
Yeah,
yeah.
if it's
Bite
in-
down on this
yeah.
wood, and that's your anaesthetic. Fucking hell, man.
I've got managed to get one wire in, so
Yeah.
But I just charge you 20 quid.
Yeah, oh mate. But yeah, no, I think I would go for it. To be honest, like, I think it'd be cool just to be able to connect to your phone via your brain.
Yeah.
Just think about the next song you
Do you
want.
think there'd be other things though where it would like be classed as like say in sports? Would it be classed as like cheating?
Like cheating,
Or-
yeah.
I think it will progress, so it'll get into the medical institute and it'll solve all
We don't
those
care
problems,
about
and then
that.
it'll start getting.
Fuck
Yeah.
off.
Ju- like
I'm talking
anxiety.
Premier
Say
League
you get to the
football.
doctor with say 20 years from now, you get to the doctor, and you're like, I've got really bad anxiety. It's like, yeah, get the Neuralink.
On the NHS.
And you put that in, but then there's a benefit of the Neuralink. You can download more information. You can exams. Like fucking hell, I did regulate that. Like if you got your phone at the back and you're like, well, just download all. Like, do you know what I mean? You're A-star in it all the time.
That would almost, that would make education obsolete.
Because it can send you music, and it can say we have to send you
In
information
your brain.
from
From the
a
vibrations.
device.
That's
So,
insane.
like, how do you check
Headphone industry down the pan.
That's it.
Yeah.
Karaoke would be
Speaker.
good though, wouldn't it? Just getting the lyrics, just coming in.
In your brain.
Straight in there.
That is
Lots
insane.
of benefits to it.
But the thing
Yeah.
is, like...
Karaoke, big one of them. He didn't mention that in his
Holy
his
fuck,
speech.
sold.
That's like the major selling point, you prick.
Yeah. Fucking brilliant. I'll probably go for it, I reckon. But I think like this is one of the pieces of technology, potentially, in the future. You look back and you're just like, how the fuck did we live without that?
Yeah.
You know,
Like your phone, innit? I had an argument with
I think why he's doing it though,
internet.
he's quite scared about AI, isn't he? And the robots and stuff. And I think this is his way of like making us be able to
Beating the shit out of robots.
Yeah, it's like, well, look, you know,
We got a chip, motherfucker.
because on our own, without it, we're fucked, didn't we?
Yeah.
But like, you know, if you can't
It's
beat them,
fascinating.
join them, as they
yeah,
say.
that's it. Becomes so. Would that make, if you get a Neuralink, would you technically be a cyborg?
Yeah.
Is this
Oh,
cyborg
yeah.
like
There's
the
articles
human
on
with-
that. There is articles on.
Is there?
Yeah, and again, like, you know.
See, I
this
would
is
like
now.
that. I
What
would-
about in 10 years when it's really advanced and you get upgrades and you know, yeah. So
I would like that on
Oh,
my
imagine
Instagram as well. Like, you know what I mean? Creative director of Hobo Jack, cyborg. Cyborg vegan.
like your LinkedIn, cyborg.
Yeah.
Very good at retaining information.
Yeah. Works 6 times faster.
Yeah, everyone does nowadays. Don't give me that shit.
They're just going to it'd be like the Gillette razor blades, wouldn't it? Every year they come out.
Yeah.
Another blade.
That's
you
it,
work 10
mate.
times faster.
Just while you said that, Gillette do my head in. Because what they do,
Here we go.
they literally
Another brand deal gone.
bring out. Yeah, sorry, Gillette. I bet they'd pay well. They literally bring out a razor, and then they bring out another one, and they pretty much inadvertently say the
was
last one
shit.
we sold you was shit. This is quality, and then a week later they'll do it again, rinse and
Yeah, but
repeat.
they-
But
do
that's
that
like all
with
the
everything now.
washing up liquids and detergents and it's all the same, innit? It's
100%.
like, this has got this.
Yeah.
And this is shit.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow.
And it's like Colgate. They have like 90 different types of toothpaste. Surely toothpaste is toothpaste. But yeah, anyway, that's a massive tangent. But yeah, no, I'd go for the mind chip. And I think, imagine if down the line, if it say it helps you work 6 times faster, imagine if all of a sudden there is discrimination about being a human. So if we become cyborgs with this new, imagine if employers won't employ you because
Unless
you
you got
don't have a
one.
Neuralink because you can't work to the same capacity as the next person.
Or
That's-
they pay
would
you
you-
less.
Would you
All
get
paid
one
less,
though, just
yeah.
because you wouldn't want to get left behind? Or
Yeah. But like
if it was
kids
your
with mobile-
decision,
yeah.
if it was actually your decision now, and they were like, right, you can either ban them forever and they'll never be out, or you can carry on with it. What would you do?
I think the potential for progression as a species, yes, I think you should go for it, not ban it, because I think I can't think of the word. Is it technologically? I think we
it's
would
coming-
advance
mate,
so.
It's like
fucking
just
fast.
saying, well, like no phone.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I think we're at a good point now. I don't think we need anything else. We've got
That's-
everything.
We'll never get like technology because I mean,
No, but there's always going to be something. But I'm just saying, at now, I think it's like a good moment where it's like, right, we can talk to each other, we can do all the Zoom chats and all that. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? We've got.
This is when the aliens.
I
are
feel
saying,
like this is a good
I'm
moment.
just happy with my Logitech webcam.
yeah.
Fuck
it.
you guys.
don't need a fucking.
But we're always
Neuralink.
prone, aren't we, to like we say. I mean, I remember getting my Nokia, and it was fucking, and I was like, man,
Even that was
like
decent.
this is cool as fuck. Like, I don't think technology is going to get better.
Fucking snap.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't see at that time how
Yeah.
you're going to beat my Nokia. It was fucking banging. It had like Snake 2.
Yeah,
It was awesome.
I always,
I felt the
with
same.
the older mobile phones, I always just remember like, fucking hell, they're getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
gonna be nuts. We're gonna have one that's like this, and then obviously
Tiny.
they literally went the other way, and it was
Yeah.
like the Samsung Note, which is basically a fucking iPad.
Yeah.
Remember
But,
when you used to text people and you used to just be like, when you say please, you'd be like PLZ,
Yeah.
and it was
Yeah.
all like
It's a lost
just to
language,
save,
isn't
to
it?
save
And you
money.
have to
Yeah,
press,
but now,
like, 3,
now
like,
that's
4.
gone, wasn't it?
It's to save money as well, wasn't it? It was it was to do with money.
Yeah, because it's
initially,
like,
because it was
Credit
like
and stuff.
you only got
a certain amount of letters.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
weird.
That's what I mean. That's gone now, isn't it?
And,
now it's just
and
emojis.
things like that we take for granted now. This is so like, but sending texts, obviously, like the conversation is there. Whereas
Yeah.
before, you'd receive a text, read it, reply to it, think,
Yeah.
fuck what was said, save to drafts, go back to the text, look at the next bit, and then like continue. Oh,
Yeah.
mate, what a hassle.
Well, I had a 10 text limit. Like you can only have 10 texts
Storage,
saved.
yeah.
Storage, and that was it. You could save 10, and that was it. So you had to Pick your text people wisely.
do you think with the Neuralink it could get to a point where the text was just like sent to your brain?
Yeah, that's what he's saying. You
just
can
thinking,
communicate,
and that's what the message is.
Yeah.
He was saying 2 people with it can just talk to each
Communicate.
other without even speaking.
I guess if your phones are on, because you can send data or music,
you can just
But then
chat to
it's,
each other without even.
That's insane.
as long as
man.
you can turn it off. That's
Yeah,
I want to be able
yeah.
to turn that shit off.
Yeah, and also like I mean, we only use 5% of our brain or 15%, one of the two.
No, it's low.
Yeah, and so it's
yeah.
like, you know, obviously hallucinogenics and stuff opens up other percentages. But what if the Neuralink allowed you to access like it's literally the film Limitless, isn't it? Bradley Cooper with that Limitless pill.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
allows you to access 100% of your brain. But yeah, it's very intriguing and exciting, I think. And as I was saying earlier, there's something about Elon Musk that I trust. It's weird. I could be completely wrong, and he could be a Bond villain, but I just feel like, do you know what?
His cars are pretty good, aren't they?
Yeah.
I like him. I think
I think
everything
he's
he's
good.
doing is, from my perspective anyway, is trying to progress.
Yeah.
Everything.
All the space stuff and that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem. I don't know. There are some.
I suppose I would get one of his cars. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I suppose
He's trying to be like electric cars. He's like, right. I mean, they've been shit. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, and that's
start
100%
smashing
the
it out.
future because petrol and diesel's being outlawed in like, was it 2030 or something like that?
Yeah.
So, you know, he's clearly
He's
switched on.
pushing the boundaries. Even with this technology, like the previous technology to the Neuralink is awful.
Yeah.
It's like there's still people just on the NHS and getting brain shocks to like try and cure stuff. That's still happening. It's like to try and like if you can progress that, then that's a good thing, I think.
Yeah, of course. Interesting. But with everything, there could be a sinister
Up the Tesla.
undertone.
Up the Tesla.
Tesla.
Shout out to Nicola
Up the
Tesla.
Neuro.
Neuralink. So very quickly, one word, yes or no. Will you get it? I'll start. Yes, Lozzie,
Yes.
Jimmy,
Yes.
Dan.
Yes.
There we go. We're all yeses. Fantastic. Guys at home, would you get a Neuralink? Do let us know on Twitter and Instagram and all in the chat and all that good stuff.